Hello. I wasn't gonna upload a video this week at all because I kinda got busy. Life got a little busy, so I haven't really prepared like a vlog or a plan with me. I wasn't really planning on uploading a video, but I'm kind of bored right now. And I felt like maybe we can put together some Lego. I figured let's put together my unicorn Lego and talk about life. No, let's put this unicorn Lego together and talk about trying out ADHD medication for the first time. All right, let's get this out first. I haven't played with Lego in like years. Okay. Let's just pretend you're like across from me in real life. So first I need to get everything out. Which one? Is there a special package? Or is it just like, figure it out? Okay, well I guess it's figure it out. All right, so now we have a bunch of shit here. ASMR, Lego ASMR there. Let's get started. I'm just gonna go ahead and yap. I have ADHD. Been diagnosed in 2019. Well, I've tried out meds for like a cute 1-2 weeks maybe, and then I stopped doing it because quite frankly, I wasn't really prepared for it. I wasn't really ready for it, not really prepared. I wasn't ready for it, I guess, in in a strange way. Then a few years went by, COVID came as well, and I really do feel like, maybe a side note, I've had COVID like a few times, and it's been rough. I've also struggled with long COVID for the longest time, so I feel like that also ticks on, I guess. I've been feeling like ever since I've gotten long COVID, my ADHD symptoms just gotten like worse and worse. And then I went to university, and that didn't really help either. And I love university. I'm not, like, don't get me wrong, I love university, but it's kind of hard getting through the years. Don't know how I managed to do it, but I managed to do it regardless. And now I am in my graduation year. I'm writing my thesis. I guess ever since I came back from Japan, because I went on an exchange to Japan for a few months, but ever since I gotten back, I was like, yeah, I need to get on medication. Like, I feel like I've been hearing so many positive things about it from other peers who have ADHD and have gone on meds, and I feel like maybe now I am ready. Cool. And so yeah, I came back from Japan. I immediately got in contact with my GP, and she referred me to a couple of like therapists who work with psychiatrists, because in the Netherlands you have to, it's not really normal to only go to a psychiatrist. And yeah, so I have to also go to a therapist, and they will refer to me to a psychiatrist. So that took a while. Last year December I had my intake for a therapist, and then last month I had my first meeting. Yeah, it went well. I have a really nice therapist. She's really nice. We're close in age, so she's also able to, you know, relate to me in many ways. She's also a woman of color, so there's a lot of things that she's able to just, you know, understand, which I think is just really nice. Where is it? Hello? Oh, here. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. How do I get this off? Shit. Okay, here we go. We got the blue, and now we need the aqua. And she also referred me to a psychiatrist, which I will meet the 8th of April, so I'm excited for that. In the meantime, like 2 weeks ago now, kind of, 2 Fridays ago. No, last week actually. Last week? Yeah, I guess it is. Last week I Went to study with my friends on campus. We have like this little study group, and we meet up on Fridays usually to sit down and just yap, and then study for like 10 minutes and then yap again. And when I arrived, my friend was actually just about to take his meds and was like, hey, this is very cute. And he was like, hey, do you want to try? And he has offered me before multiple times, and I always said no, because I was kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little scared. But, you know, last week I was like, you know what, let me try it. Let's see what it will do. I'm in a safe space, I'm with my friends. I know that if something happens, they make sure I get the help I need. I tried them. They were like, it's Ritalin and 10 milligrams. Kind of got myself ready to sit down. We were kind of talking about like our thesis and just like the little journaling stuff that we got. We were at one point talking about journal stickers, and we were just doing that. And as you know, an hour went on, I kind of realized just how much more quieter my head got, which was very interesting. If you have ADHD or ADD, you might recognize the feeling of never having a head that's fully silent, never having a head that's really like focused. Something's going on. Multiple things are going on, you know. Even in your most tiredness of states, there's always a universe going on inside your head. At least that's what it's like for me. And I realized as I was sitting there, the tension in my body has kind of left. I was sitting very relaxed. I wasn't fidgeting. I wasn't tensing my jaw very sharply. I was just very relaxed. Which, if you know me, you know I am not the one to sit still, you know, very well. Like, there's always something going on. I'm always fidgeting, my legs shaking, I'm doing this, that, and the third. I also noticed how I was able to like really focus on the conversation that my friends and I were having. I didn't really feel as quickly agitated. Sometimes when I'm in conversations with people and they talk a little too slow, or they're kind of having trouble, you know, finding the words to say, I sometimes get a little, I get agitated, like the impatience comes in. And I didn't really feel that way. I was just able to like sit there and I felt very relaxed. I felt very, very relaxed. And then my friend was like, okay, let's go get some coffee. And we went outside to go to the library cafe to get coffee. And it's so strange, but it really felt like I was able to see more. Like, I didn't realize that my vision was like this all the time. And then on meds, it just went like this. So I was able to take in a lot more without feeling overstimulated, without feeling distracted. And again, it was just so silent in my head. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm noticing all these things, but they're not necessarily front and center all the time. So that was nice. That was really nice. And we got coffee. I know coffee is not really the best thing to do when you're on meds, but hey, you live and you learn. I personally didn't experience anything bad happening, I guess. Well, I think the one thing that happened during it, and my friend also warned me about this, like, you will not really eat and you will not really drink, which is what I had. I didn't really eat and I didn't really drink. I did drink coffee, but that's it. And so, am I doing this right? I don't think I am. Okay, I have this, and now I need to find this now. Where is it? Oh, it's this actually. And I need a light blue one and another blue one on top. And then I need to put it. Okay. I got it. Let me take a sip, actually. Didn't really drink, didn't really eat, which is very surprising of me. If you know me, I'm either always eating or I'm about to eat. I didn't even think about food, which is so weird because I'm someone who like so fixated on food all the time. Not in like an unhealthy way, but like I love food, so I think about it a lot. Yeah, I wasn't really focused on that at all, which is interesting. no, I felt like the second hour in felt like the best. Like I was so relaxed, I was so focused. I did work on my thesis, on my research question. I was able to receive feedback without like stressing myself out or feeling like I did something wrong. I wasn't stressing, and that was so nice because I didn't realize at that point how under constant stress I am. And it was so nice to see that this is how my body feels when it's not stressed. At one point, felt like I was starting, you know, shaking my leg again. I was feeling a little bit more, you know, looking for something to do. I think it was around hour four maybe. And so my friend was like, okay, let's take another one. So we took another one. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. And I'm glad I learned this lesson. When you're on meds, eat and drink properly. Like, because it's not fun when you're not eating and drinking and you're taking meds. Because I got nauseous so bad. I got so fucking nauseous. I felt like I was about to puke like at any moment. Not a fun time. I didn't puke, luckily, but like feeling like you have to hold it in all the time, not a fun time either. Not a fun time either, I would like you to know. And so, yeah, that wasn't the best way to, you know, it wasn't the best experience, the second one. And because I was so focused on not puking, I didn't really feel a lot of the ADHD effects, I guess. Because then I also got tension headaches, which is not fun at all. So yeah, the second round was a little, you know, it's not the most fun round, but it taught me a lot. We went to eat Chinese afterwards at this really great Chinese restaurant. I ate the most bomb orange chicken. Was it orange chicken? Or was it, no, sweet and sour chicken. It was sweet and sour chicken with like, you know, when they do like, they have it like crispy chicken and then they coat it in sweet and sour sauce. It was so good. That was like the best fucking chicken ever. So good. I need to make it myself. Yeah, where was I? Okay, I was here. Yeah, we ate. It went well with eating. I did feel like the meds were fully working out once I started getting songs in my head again. I came back. I was vocal stimming Leaves from the Vine, because of course one does. And my friends also noticed it. They were like, oh, well, they're back. They're back. After we ate, and I got in the train, I just felt really nauseous again. I felt so nauseous. And I also have a thing, like, if I like something, if I like food, I sometimes have a tendency to eat past my limits because of the enjoyment of it. And because I ate past my limits, I was also, you know, kind of coming down from getting medication for the first time. Yeah, my tension headaches worsened and I felt like puking the entire ride back home. Did manage to take a nap, so that kind of lessened the time I felt nauseous and headachy. Luckily I did not puke. So glad I did not puke. I got home safely, nothing happened, still felt nauseous, went to lay down in bed, couldn't fall asleep because, you know, ADHD, revenge, staying awake. Oh, I hate when I do that, but also it is what it is. So yeah, we had an experience. After like a few hours, I felt the nausea and the headache go away. And then immediately afterwards, I felt really hyperactive. Just felt really hyperactive and I needed to go out and about and like talk to everyone and their mother about what I was feeling. So I made a TikTok, which I also uploaded on Instagram Reels, just for the funsies. And yeah, and then I fell asleep basically afterwards after playing The Sims for a few hours. Where is another red? Am I blind? This is red. This is red. This is red. This is red. I see no red. I do not see another red. Oh, you moron. That's because you've stacked them. Anyways, they were stacked. Oh, okay, we got it. Oh, okay, we got it. All right, look like a chicken. Then this needs to go here. Okay, perfect. And then this orange here. It looks like a chicken. I love it. So yeah, that was kind of my first rodeo with having ADHD meds. Definitely changed my life in a sense that I am now realizing just how big of the gap between how I function versus how a neurotypical person functions. That has given me so much peace. While I'm still kind of unlearning the being hard on myself and comparing myself to other people, this has helped a lot in that process. Like whenever I feel like I'm getting highly critical of myself for being distracted or for not focusing for long enough or for not, you know, the whole jazz. Whenever I feel like I'm getting really frustrated with myself, it's more easier for me to kind of regulate that and reframe my thinking into like, okay, but I do function a little differently. And I can be mad at myself, but this is not something that changes. It's not something that I have control over. I'm learning a lot as I go. It's not easy. It also helped me kind of figure out what it is that I want to work on while in therapy, because if there's one thing that I was really struggling with was having like goals that I wanted to work towards with therapy. Because you know, when you're in therapy, they want you to have like measurable goals that will help you kind of get off to a great start when you have to do it alone. And I was kind of struggling with that. Now I'm not really, or at all actually. So yesterday I had my therapy session, and so I talked to my therapist about about all of this. Yeah, and now we have some goals that we can work towards too, and that's good. That's really, really good. So the 8th of April, I'm going to be sitting down with my therapist. I'm going to be talking his ear off about all the revelations I made. And hopefully I will get my own subscription and try out and see what will work the most effectively for me. Because I know in the first few weeks on medication, you will deal with nausea and tension headaches because your brain is just like, what the fuck's going on, you know? I have to give myself grace period for that. But if it, you know, it takes longer for me than like a month to get used to the meds, I do think that we need to look at other options in terms of medication. What type of medication? Because I know there are different types of ADHD meds. It's going to be a trip. It's going to be an experience. It's going to be interesting, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting help, and I also feel like I'm ready for it now. Because like I said, like I wasn't really ready before, but now I feel like I am, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it, to seeing how this might change life for me. On the internet, it's always like, you know, ADHD, it's very like romanticized and very pop culture, and oh my god, everyone has ADHD, and you know, it's giving you superpowers, and you know, this, that, and the third. It's like, for me, it's been something I've really struggled with, you know, and that in combination with all the other diagnoses that I have, like it's not easy to live with ADHD, and I want to take it as serious as it actually is. I don't want to romanticize it. I don't want to look at it as like, you know, something that can be fixed by just doing it yourself. I want to take it as serious as I would any other of, you know, as I would getting sick, you know? You know what I mean? Because it has affected my life significantly. It has affected not just in like working on productivity, but also with friendships, with self-esteem, with just how I fucking function. And that's why I want to take it as seriously as possible, because I do feel like by taking this seriously, I will also give myself more grace in navigating the ups and the downs. Look at the eyes. It does look like a chicken, doesn't it? Oh, she's so cute. She's so pretty though. I'm a pretty chicken. That being said, one of the first measurable goals that I have with my therapist is trying to relax more, because I figured out that one of the biggest things that is kind of exasperating many of the symptoms that I have, it's stress. And cute. And I want to make more time like actually doing things that I love without feeling guilty about it, and without feeling like I am doing this to avoid doing other stuff, you know what I mean? So that's what we're gonna do. That is my intention. Okay, I already did that. Oh, okay. I'll take this one with this one. Oh, here. I just want to do stuff that excites me. Like yesterday, I also went in the evening. I went to a theater show. One of my friends was performing, and it was so beautiful. And it really reminded me just how much I love doing these kind of things. I love watching shows. I love watching other artists perform and see their craft, and going out for the night and doing something like that, you know. I want to make more time doing that, but knowing me, I also know that I have trouble doing stuff. So I'm always stuck between a rock and a hard place. So I hope that therapy will kind of give me the first helpings of pushing myself to do more stuff like this, and then eventually I'm able to do it on my own, if you get what I mean. So, what's this? Okay. So yeah, the theater show was amazing. It was a cast full of trans people, and they had conversations, and they showed, each of them showed their own craft. So we had, my sister did a freestyle performance with Vogue Femme, and another friend of mine, because I had two friends actually, another friend of mine did her spoken word performance, which was amazing. Then we had other performance, one who did also dance, which was incredible. Oh my god, that was incredible. That literally took my breath away. Others did poems, spoken words. Others spoke from a piece of their book that they've written. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. And then they finished the night with a performance by Kiara Harley, if you know her from TikTok. And it was fucking incredible. Like, I have heard about her from so many people. It is like I was sitting in front row, so I was like, you know, sitting pretty close to her, and she felt like I was looking at her performing on a big stage. You know, people who just have that star power. You know what I mean? That's her. And when I walked up to her, I was like, oh my god, you're actually the same height as me. That's crazy. No, not. She's actually a little taller. But I was like, oh my god, you're actually a lot shorter than I thought you were. But just her presence when she was performing was so big. It was, yeah, it was incredible. It was incredible. Listen to The Mothership, her album. Listen to it. Also, incredible. Oh, I have two. I need to make two. Wait, how did I get the other one? Wait. Okay. Yeah, no, it was incredible. The whole night was pretty phenomenal, and again, that's just something I want to spend more time doing, like going to theater shows. My mom just gave me a cinema coupon. I want to go and watch The Devil Wears Prada 2 next month, which I'm really excited for. The Devil Wears Prada 1 is my favorite film up to date. One of my favorite films. It's on the same line as The Lion King 2. Those two are my favorite films of all time. And I'm really excited to see The Devil Wears Prada 2. And now that my mom got me a coupon, I can just, hey, go for free. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, and I also want to actually go and watch like dance battles again, like go to dance events and watch battles, because I haven't done it in so long, and it's something I really enjoy doing. So I definitely make some time doing that as well in the future. I know summer is coming, so there's going to be a lot of events that I can go and enjoy. So we're looking forward to that. Let's get our little chicken some legs. This is not a chicken, this is a unicorn, by the way. But, you know, for now, she's a little chicken. Wow. Oh, shit. You can move it. Oh, my God. This is so cool. Wait. Okay, this is cool. Okay. Oh. 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 Oh, shit. Okay. She's a horse. She's a horse. Oh, well. You could have told me. You could have told me about her feet. You could have told me about her feet. Come on now. Oh, we're going to do the tail. That's cute. That's cute. Okay, here. Tomorrow, I have a birthday party. I'm very excited because it's like a birthday party slash housewarming, because my little brother has a house with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend and he are like 2 weeks apart with their birthdays. So they decided to have one birthday party, like one birthday weekend, and a housewarming at the same time, because none of us have been to his house yet. So it's going to be exciting and fun. And one of my nephews is going to be there, which I'm looking forward to. That's my little big friend. You know what I mean? Usually, I go eat at my godmother's place for like every week, but because I now have classes in the evening, I wasn't able to go for like a few weeks now, for like a month or two maybe. And she always watches my nephew on the days that I come and eat. And so this week I didn't have any classes, so I was able to go and eat with them. But I was also a little, I don't know, a little nervous, because I was like, oh my god, what if he doesn't remember me? He probably doesn't, he's 2, you know, that's what I thought. Doubting what shouldn't really be doubted, I guess, because I came there, I was taking off my shoes, like my mom walked through the door and then like went to the kitchen, and then my nephew was able to see me in the hallway taking off my shoes, and the first thing he did was he ran up to me. I'm gonna cry. He ran up to me to get held, and then I picked him up, and he immediately, like, he's in his talking phase, so he basically gave me the rundown of all his farm animals and all the words that he knew, and basically yapping my ears off. I was in full-blown conversation with that little man, and then he was like, okay, put me down. I was like, okay. So I put him down. That's an intricate tale. So I put him down, and he like ran back to his play mat, and I walked into the house, and I went to the kitchen because I wanted to say hi. I actually wanted to, you know, catch up with my little sister for a bit, but my little sister's my cousin, by the way, but I have no concept of cousins, so that's my little sister. Anyways, back to the story. Also, my little brother is my cousin, but again, I have no concept of cousins, so that's my little brother. Anyways, back to the story. I went to say hi to my little sister. I wanted to sit down and catch up on life with her. And then I heard my nephew whine. I was like, oh, something's going on. Maybe he hurt himself. Turned around, he was like looking so sad to the playpen, and he looked at me and was like, play? And that's when I knew. That's when I knew my duties were already assigned. So I couldn't catch up with my sister, but I did play with him. I did play with my nephew instead, which was fun, but also very exhausting. That little man runs a tight schedule. He will not. Oh, this is so cute. When did the nose get on? Wait a minute. I missed something. Okay, I'm so sorry. Anyways, now she has a snout. Cute. Oh my god, my nephew loves horses. He shouldn't be getting this. He's 2 years old, but he loves horses. Yeah. He runs a strict schedule. You have to play with him. You have to give him attention. Like, he doesn't know yet how to play alone. So, you know, my godmother is like, you know, from the moment he comes in to the moment he leaves, she's busy with him the entire day. So it's always nice. Oops, I'm so sorry, baby. It's always nice, she says, when I can make time to come in so that she can do other stuff. Like rest. So yeah, it was really nice. What is this? And what is this for? I have some extras. Is that for the other stuff? Maybe that's for the other one. I don't know. Are these different horns? Maybe, I don't know. This is, oh wait. We have to put her on the pedestal. Anyways, I had a great time. Great time. I love my nephew. He is the cutest. I have 3 nephews. My brother, my actual brother, has twins, boys. I predicted it because I am. I'm psychic. Yeah, I miss him so much, but he lives like in the south, so we don't get to see each other a lot. I love being an aunt. I think that's what it comes down to. I love being an aunt, and I'm so grateful that I get to be part of the village that helps raise these kids. I always said, like, I don't want any kids, but I do want to become an aunt. Let's see, let's get you into position, darling. Without you falling apart, please. Come on now. She looks a little, oh shit, that's crazy work. It's crazy work. Okay, she's falling apart. This is me. She's me. All right. It took me an hour. It took me like a full hour to get her done, but I'm very happy with this. Maybe I'll make a duck next time. Oh, I'm really tired. I was gonna go live and make the Star Wars one, but I don't think I will do that because I'm tired. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend time with me. Leave in the comments what you were doing while we were making this, and tell me your favorite mythical animal. Mine is actually a centaur. I love centaurs. I do love centaurs. And that has to do with Narnia, because instead of being in love with Prince Caspian, I was in love with the centaurs. I think that says a lot about a person, but please don't psychoanalyze me in the comments. I'm very insecure about that. Anyways, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend time with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Matane.